Hello, 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 and welcome to the Linwood's Gospel Entertainment Show where we talk to inspire. Please like, comment, follow, subscribe, and you can download for free. That way you never ever miss an episode of this uplifting, encouraging, and inspiring show. My guest today is singer, songwriter, producer Dante Bowe. Many of you know this Grammy and Dove Award winner from his work with Maverick City Music, but he's also worked across genres and worked with artists such as Tasha, Cobbs, Leonard, Tamela, Mann, and Mary and George. Now, after a 2-year break, he's back with new music that will certainly set your soul afire. He's already released singles, they're out there, and he has an album which is coming. Welcome to the show, Dante Bowe.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, I am doing well. So thank you once again for coming on board today to share with us just things about Dante Bowe. Now let's get started. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from North Carolina, so I'm a Carolina boy, born and raised.
So what was that like? Did you have sisters, brothers?
Yeah, I had a sister and a brother, and I mean, it was a great childhood. I loved it. I loved my town. It was very small, but I loved it. It's all I knew, and I had a great life growing up.
So was there music all around you, or?
Yeah, it was. I mean, my family sang, most of them at least. So I was raised pretty much around music, and I was raised with music appreciation. So all genres, all styles. And so I would say, yeah.
Who were some of the folks that you listened to at that time?
Everybody.
Everybody.
From Motown to the newer kids at the time. And then I listened to a ton of gospel music, just being raised in the church, of course. It was such a melting pot of sounds that we would play around the house.
Now, as we talk about influences, who influenced you and your style of music, who would that be? Who would you say?
I think a lot of people did influence me in different seasons. I think who influences me now is Tasha Cobbs. But growing up, I mean, it was so many people, I would listen to that made me feel more inspired to do music. But definitely right now, I would just say in gospel or Christian music, it would be Tasha.
Tasha Cobbs. Well, that's a great inspiration. So what is it about Tasha that inspires you now?
A lot of things about Tasha, her music, obviously, and her voice is like unmatched. And then, she's a really good friend of mine. She's like a sister to me and just been there for me. And I'm inspired by her consistency as a person,
So what do you mean by that as a person?
As a human, like just who she is personally to me. And I get to see her behind the scenes. And so she really is what she sings about, and that's inspiring to me as an artist,
So when did you realize, Dante, that music, and in particular gospel and worship music, was more than just a passion? It was a calling, or is a calling on your life?
I knew it was a calling, I guess, always, but I just chose it. So it wasn't like I woke up one day and was like, like this is the path I'm going to go down. I'm going to be a worship leader or a Christian music artist. It wasn't necessarily that. It was just something that just happened naturally. I went to church, I got saved.
Okay.
And I went to ministries, James ministry, and all this stuff. And so you just begin to do what makes you feel inspired, and you find your place in the world. It might not be the only thing you do, but definitely something that you fell in love with. And I think that's what worship was for me. I just fell in love with it, and I chose it. Even though I feel like it was my calling, I didn't look at it necessarily like I had to do it. I wanted to. I really loved it, and I still love it.
How would you describe your style in this? You mentioned those people that you were influenced by, but how would you describe the style of Dante Bowe?
I think my style is Dante. I really do. I think it's something that's unique, and it definitely comes from all of the greats that have gone before me. But I think I maybe it may be safe to say I created a sound.
Okay.
With God, and I think it's a sound that I hope that the generation after me gets to like take from and make their own sound. You know what I mean? So I think my sound is think my voice and the way I write songs are very unique to me.
So, how does it feel that your music and your style of music is being accepted not only by gospel folks, but people just in general?
It was great. I'm just grateful. I'm honored. I can't believe people buy my songs, or that people have testimonies like they maybe were sick in the hospital and they played my music, or when they were delivering their babies, they were playing my music. And depression, all these different things. It just makes me feel grateful and humble.
Grateful and humble. So, what is it about what you do with your being on purpose and your songs and in ministry? What is it about what you do that simply amazes you?
What amazes me about me?
Yeah.
I've never been asked that question ever, but it's a good question. It's a good question. What amazes me about me, I just say resilience, but that's for other people to think, or say at least. But you asked me, so I was going to talk about
Okay.
Resilient. I'm very resilient.
Very resilient.
Yeah, I am. You can't knock me down.
You're going to get back up.
I'm always going to get up.
Speaking
Thank
of
you, God.
praise God. So on another flip end of that, tell me something about you, or tell the folks out there listening something about you that people would never ever guess.
Something about me that people wouldn't guess. Something about me that people wouldn't guess. It's a tough one, but I think people that have the right ideas about me, I think there's nothing I can say that they wouldn't guess. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say that I really don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what people wouldn't know about or wouldn't know about me. I'm sorry.
Like somebody would probably, for instance, someone would never ever guess, say for instance, if you like to bake cookies.
Oh, but maybe they wouldn't guess that I like to cook.
Oh, can you really cook?
Actually, really cook.
Really? Oh, no.
I
See?
just yesterday.
You did. See, I wouldn't have guessed that about you, that Dante Bowe, songwriter, producer.
Yeah. I do like to cook, and people like it. I think I just started it really a few months ago.
Well, what's your best dish?
My best dish is probably like this pasta that I make. Is I'm not gonna give the ingredients, I guess, right now on the phone, but it's a really good pasta, and I posted it on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and it's something that I think everybody liked when I made it. But I made this like spaghetti for the first time the other day, and it was really good.
If you do say so yourself, right?
Yeah, but I asked 1,000 times when people are eating it, and they just keep saying, "I'm like, all right, I'm just making sure." What can I do? Because my friends, I think, are better cooks than me, but not anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Not anymore. Since I've started, it's been something I really love and something I'm passionate about.
Okay, so now you're passionate about your cooking, and you'll be able to testify that other folks have eaten it and they say it's good, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now let's hop back into some things about your music. You've opened up this bold new chapter with your new chapter in music. You got fresh new music. You have been on hiatus for 2 years. Now, what have you been doing during that time? Because you had a 2-year break from us, so now you're back. So what you been doing?
During the break or the hiatus, I was just pretty much working. I was working a lot, and I had free time to hang out with my friends and see my family and things of that sort. But I didn't change my work ethic. I didn't go to the Bahamas and relax on the beach. I did take a few vacations, but I really just kept working, and I think being able to work without this finish line or whatever. So I was just working and doing what I felt like was the sound I wanted, and at the end of it all, God gave me Welcome Home.
Okay, so Welcome Home is
my new worship album.
Your new worship album that's going to be dropping soon. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, speaking of your worship album, did you collaborate with any other people on there?
Yes, oh my God, I did. I got to collaborate with Tasha,
Okay.
and I got to collaborate with Tamela Mann and Benita Jones, Enrique Holmes, and Marianne George.
So what was that like, you working with these artists who share a heart for worship?
Oh, it was amazing. The day I'll never forget. It felt so unreal. Like I'm trying to put words to it for you, but I don't think I ever processed it all, still to this day, because it's my first worship album, and it's a worship album after taking such a long break,
Okay.
And so I didn't know what it would feel like. I didn't know what the outcome would be, and so God just completely exceeded all my expectations for what I desired. He made it better than I could ever imagine, and I'm really, really grateful for it too. I think this is like my baby. This album,
Now, this album, you Welcome Home, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So why did you title it Welcome Home? Obviously, I know what Welcome Home means, but tell me and our folks out there why you chose that title for this album after coming back from a 2-year hiatus.
Yeah, I mean, I chose the title Welcome Home for numerous reasons, but in general, I want people to know that there's a table, there's a seat at the table for them, no matter where they come from, no matter how far they feel like they've gone. Like, Jesus is always waiting with a ring and a robe, ready to meet you halfway. And that's why I named it Welcome Home, because I've experienced that myself, younger and as an adult. And so it was relevant to my life, and I feel like it's relevant to your life and everyone else's around us. And when we were first being saved, we weren't always put together, but Jesus accepted us, and he made us new. And so I think that's the message, and that's why I chose the title.
Also, looking back, I'm going to hop out of the music for a second. In your 2-year hiatus, what did you learn about yourself? And then talk to me about how your faith has sustained you through difficult times.
Yeah, during the break, I learned just my strength, of course. Also, to not be married to one idea of myself. Okay. And constantly grow. I learned that it's okay to grow, even though change is not easy. And I didn't plan to do a Welcome Home album, It's such a vulnerable project, seriously. And for those that know, who's listening, And so I think that's one of the few things I learned about myself, And just constantly growing, like constantly being able to see myself in the future and make decisions that cater to it.
Okay, so would you say Welcome Home in a way is you bearing your soul through music?
Yeah. Welcome Home is definitely me bearing my soul through music, and it's the most vulnerable project I've ever created, and it's very personal to me. However, I know it's definitely going to be personal to a lot of people, because I've heard testimonies my whole life, and things I thought I'd never go through, and you grow up, you start adulting, and then, you have to figure that out. And so it's definitely me bearing my soul and me just trying to make a project that is just relevant to my story.
So what would you say was the most rewarding part of creating and sharing this new music with the world? And then tell me about a couple of the songs that are on this new album.
The most rewarding part is just being allowed to do it. Still having people out there that support me. Like, just being able to do it was the most rewarding part. Okay. And people showed up, that felt really good.
Oh, wow. So where did you record it at, and how many of your peoples showed up?
I recorded it live in Dallas, of course, and I don't know how many people showed up, but it was the RSVP was sold out in like a few hours. And but it was a cute crowd. You know, it was like, it wasn't too big, wasn't too small.
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice, and we had church.
Y'all had church, not church, but
We had
church.
church.
Yeah. Why was that important to you to be able to record a live album?
It was important to me because God told me to do it. You know, I was just sitting around, and not just sitting around. You know, I'm never just doing that like that. But I was just going about my day today, and just had an unction to record my first worship album. So I did it in like 3 to 4 weeks. Me actually wanting to do it, and so it's very fast. And I just was very proactive and calling Tasha and getting all the background vocals in the band and all that stuff. And I think it was important for me to do it because I felt like God told me to.
Now, is this on your own independent label?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're doing it all. You're artist, producer, singer, songwriter, and you have it coming out on your own label. What's the title? What's your label called?
True Music.
True Music. Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting title. Why that title?
Why is it interesting?
Trying to get you to tell me more about it.
I was like, you're trying to get me to tell them more. But it was originally Truthful Music. And then a girl on my team, a lady on my team, Sabrina, decided she was like, oh, why don't you cut it in half and just make it True Music? But it just means what it says, that every song, the original idea behind that was that every song would be true.
Every song would be true to...
Every song would be true to the person singing it.
Okay.
Yeah, that it'd be honest music.
Okay. You know what, Dante, I like how you try to flip that and ask me a question.
Yeah, I'm going to interview you.
Yeah, you're okay, you're good. All right, I got you. Now, as you look ahead, you got tours coming up, appearances. What's coming up next for you?
Well, I've been on the road this year a lot, and so that'll still be happening. And you know what's actually next? Stella Awards.
What are you doing down there at the Stella Awards?
I'm presenting.
Okay. All right. So what's that like to be a presenter at the Stella Awards?
Well, I'm just grateful they asked me to do it. I've performed there, and I've really been blessed to even be able to win a Stellar. And so it just feels like cool to go and just serve and present, you know, and give an award to. Hopefully, I hope they let me do it to New Artist of the Year, because that's one of the ones I won. And so it'll be nice to just pass that on, you know, to the next generation or whoever it is, you know.
And speaking of the next generation, finally, for aspiring artists that are listening right now, what advice would you give them about staying grounded in their faith while pursuing their dreams of doing what they believe they are called to do?
I would say his voice needs to be the loudest in your ear. And so do things that make his voice louder, which is just being consistent with your faith, you know, talking to him, having a relationship with him, like just day to day, like just constant communication, and giving him access to your life, because a lot of people will come and think they know best for you. They will have the vision for you, but you don't want their vision. You want Jesus' vision. And that's what I would tell a new artist, is to make sure his voice is the loudest voice in your ear. Because there's going to be a lot of people talking to you.
A lot of folks talking loud and saying nothing.
Man, nothing.
Oh, gee. Well, thank you, Dante, for talking with me today. Where can people find you and connect with you on social media, and where can they find your music?
Everything is Dante Bowe. All my social media handles, DanteBowe, and my website is DanteBowe.com.
And thank you for joining us today as well, audience. Make sure that you subscribe right now, and you can download for free. That way you never ever miss an episode of this uplifting, encouraging, and inspiring show. Now, if you'd like to connect with me, Lynn Woods, you can find me on X at Lynn Woods. That's LINWOODS. Or Instagram at LynnWoods96, or Facebook or LinkedIn at just Lynn, Lin, last name Woods, WOODS. This has been the Linwood's Gospel Entertainment Show, where we talk to inspire. And Dante Bowe is going to take us on out now with his single, A Kid Again, featuring Marianne George. God bless.
Baby, getting older, but I still got some